Hello and welcome to Purple Table Tarot. My name is Robin and I'll be reading for Capricorn today. So Capricorn, we're going to be doing a should I stay or should I go reading. And so this will pertain to a relationship, a work environment, a living situation, living environment, anything like that where you're questioning whether you should stay or go. And within the reading, we will look at what is blocking you from leaving. We'll look at your current situation and what that is, and what's blocking you, what's supporting you, what to expect if you stay, what are the benefits of staying, what is blocking you from progressing in this environment or context, and then what to expect if you leave, and what are the benefits of leaving, okay? So let's see here. We will get into it as soon as this lights up. And cleanse the space and the cards. Okay, and we will get into it. Okay. I'm inviting in spirit, respectfully and graciously request a message for Capricorn at this time for their greatest and highest good. This is for Capricorn. This is for Capricorn. Eight of Cups wanted to pop out. You have been thinking about departure. That's what the Eight of Cups is. Walking away from something that doesn't serve us anymore. Okay. Okay, and bottom of the deck energy is the King of Wands. Okay, so this is really strong fire energy. So you may have some fire placements in your chart. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. The King of Wands is a great archetype. They're very confident, very attractive, but they're also a really good leader. They get stuff done. Just great energy. Yeah, and they're like the fun. I heard somebody say recently that they're the fun king. Okay, so we'll get into your reading, Capricorn, but that's the overall energy of the reading. So your current position, your current situation is the Magician. So you're manifesting, you're taking all of your resources at your disposal and you have something in mind that you want to bring into fruition, and you are doing that. You are working on that. That is what you're doing, manifesting something, okay? And now what is preventing you from leaving this situation is the Sun. This situation that you currently find yourself in really makes you very, very happy, and it could also shine a light on a lot of things for you. It helps grow you or things around you, grows your situation. You find growth in this space, warmth, and just all around good things. The Sun is the happiest card in the whole tarot. Okay. Now, what is supporting you at this time is Eight of Wands. So that's movement, communication, messages. Some call it the love arrows, but essentially it can also be travel. But what is supporting you right now in this context is communication, clear communication back and forth. Okay. You could also be getting a lot of messages of support right now too. So a lot of messages of support coming toward you. Okay. So what to expect if you stay, the Four of Pentacles, that you would continue to hold on to this for dear life and really put everything on lock. And so the Four of Pentacles has a little bit of a rigid vibe to it, but for good reason. Like the person who's holding on so tightly, they're very protective of what's theirs. And they could also be, not wanting to give it up, whatever it is, like putting whatever it is on lock, because they feel like the thing that they're guarding and protecting and holding so close is like one of the things that they have, like something that they have that's very, very important to them. Okay. So what to expect if you stay is that you would be in this energy. This can also be holding things close to the vest. In the traditional Rider-Waite, you have this figure with each foot on a pentacle on his crown, and then he's holding a pentacle in front of his heart chakra. And so, you'd be like well advised, or, this could be an invitation for you to, don't cover up your heart with all the practicalities of your life and the tangibles of your life. That there is value in opening up your heart and not keeping things so close to the vest, right? Okay, and then what are the benefits of staying? This is what to expect, and these are the benefits. The benefits is the Knight of Pentacles. It would appear that whatever situation you're in, you're able to take as much time as you want. The Knight of Pentacles is somebody who moves very, very slowly. So all the knights in the deck are in motion, okay? But the Pentacles is like the one that's moving very, very slow. Taking a very long time to take action in any particular direction, but it's really more along the lines of they do have a vision, they do have a long-term goal, but they're going at it very patiently, right? And so but they're very steadfast, they're very dedicated and very committed. So there's not an image, a feeling of in it for the long haul, but also taking your time. So that's the benefit of this situation, is that you're able to take all the time that you need for whatever it is, whatever you're trying to manifest, whatever you're pursuing here. Now, what is blocking you from progress in this situation is the Tower. So something came down, something got its foundation swept. And this was something that had homeostasis for a good long bit, but something happened and it came down. And it was pretty unexpected, pretty swift. But yeah, that would definitely block anyone from progressing in a particular area, would be the Tower, because it definitely changes things. And another way to look at the Tower, which I find is a bit more the silver lining, is that things break down so that they can be built up again. Okay? Because the Tower indicates that whatever the foundation was not steady, it was not strong. And so the Tower comes down so that then the foundation can be relayed, right? And shored up and strengthened up. So, you can have a full-on poured concrete foundation rather than a foundation that's on stilts, something like that. Okay, so what to expect if you leave, that would be the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands would be the divine counterpart to the King of Wands. And this is like basically the same type of person, but in like a more of a feminine form. Like she is typically very attractive, very confident, has like she's definitely her own person, you know, another fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, whatever the case may be. Like the Queen of Wands is the Queen of Wands. You know, when she walks into a party, everybody stops and looks, you know, that's that kind of vibe. Okay. And so then the benefits of leaving is the Two of Pentacles. Benefit. So basically the Two of Pentacles would be two So juggling, balancing. This can be like work and a side hustle. This can be two relationships, two different partners. This can be, it's basically juggling two things, trying to, it's like having a lot on your plate, but trying to keep it all together. That, and I'm not entirely sure how I see that as a benefit, but we'll look at it. Because the Two of Pentacles just always rings through to me as like stressful. Like not overly stressful, but just kind of like a pain in the ass. Like this is a lot of energy. It's a lot of energy to be expending, and like, you know, what are the benefits of juggling, you know? So let's see. Two of Pentacles is the outcome there. All right. All right. So we'll look into your current situation, Capricorn. What are you manifesting? What are you manifesting? Ace of Wands, Two of Wands, Knight of Swords. So basically, you're trying to manifest a whole brand new inspiration. Maybe you've been feeling uninspired lately. You want a new opportunity, some sort of fast-moving opportunity too. And it's really tied to your virility and vitality and passion and drive. It's very sexual in nature, like, and not just sexual as like, oh, it needs to be sex, but it's very much tied to your libido. Okay. The Ace of Wands is phallic. It's a phallic symbol. It's, you know, archetypal for, you know, the boner. So there's that. And so you're wanting a brand new passion, a brand new beginning in some sort of inspired endeavor. And with the Two of Wands here, oh gosh, apologies about the sirens. I live next to a highway. It's kind of, anyways. Okay, so with the Two of Wands, we have like two actions to take, like either do this or do that. And we see this figure with the world in his hand, right? And he's got the world in one hand and he has a wand in the other. And then there's the other one, the other wand that's just kind of like back here and bolted to the wall. And it's kind of like, okay, well, I'll leave, this wand is going to stay here. And I get the sense that like this is where the person lives, you know. It's like the wand will be here when I get back because I'm bolting it to the wall. And then I'm going to go see what the world has to offer because I have my one wand and I want to go out there and explore and be inspired and start anew and, you know, just like divine inspiration and like maybe some traveling, right? And so that's really interesting because you have the Ace and then you have the Two. And then so there's this fellow's going to go outward and he's got his wand in his hand. And with this, you also have the Knight of Swords. So very, very fast moving. Okay, so this is fast moving energy. This is the slowest knight in the deck. And this is the fastest knight in the deck. Okay, and this knight can also be very impulsive, right? They communicate, but they will communicate, can communicate in a pretty brash way, can be sharp-tongued, just really not very finessed, just like, bleh, I'm going to say the thing that's just right on the top of my head about this situation or this thing, and without giving it much thought about how it might come across, and then kind of reeling oneself back in and being like, okay, how do I say what I want to say and like preserve the dignity of everybody involved? Like, this guy is not really concerned with anybody else's feelings or dignity or any of that stuff. He's just kind of on his own mission, right? So that's what in the manifestation energy, the manifestation is a new experience, a new passion, and you're going for it very swiftly, and also kind of, cutting down anything or anyone that gets in your way, pretty much. Okay, so whatever, it doesn't say what it is, it just says that it's important to you, and it's a source of a new inspiration or a new passion. Okay, now what is preventing you from leaving? The Sun. Ten of Wands, King of Wands, Queen of Wands. Interesting. So we have a divine pairing here under the Sun, but there's something about this pairing that can feel really hard, can feel really difficult, like it's a heavy load to bear. And, but the Ten of Wands is also continuing to try, right? So like this Ten of Wands, you have a lot of wands so far, a lot of wands. Okay. So the Ten of Wands is like also tied to identity in a sense that you may feel like you need to be all things to all people. Okay, that's one interpretation. That's a part of the energy. The other is that, even though this partnership makes me happy, is a source of enjoyment and fulfillment and brightness and all the things, it's also really freaking hard. And it's a lot to carry, and it's a lot to continue to try for, or to keep up, to sustain. Okay. Yeah. Okay. The Eight of Wands. What is supporting you? Communication. And it's like the Ten of Wands is like a labor of love. It's like it's like this person has been carrying these wands along this path, and they do have a destination. Okay, they're taking these wands and they're delivering these wands to the castle on the hill. And it's like, once that person gets to the castle, then they could lay down the wands. Then they can relieve their burdens. Like, then they could lay it down, right? So with that being said, this partnership could be tied to some particular end goal. Okay, that's possible. Eight of Wands. This is supporting you and your supportive energies. Messages of encouragement, or just messages of support, communication is supporting you. Whether that's you communication with others, or people just communicating with you. Okay. Oh. Seven of Cups, Two of Pentacles, interesting, and the Fool. Okay, so the supportive communication, or just communication as being a source of support for you. That is clarified by the Fool, the Two of Pentacles, and the Seven of Cups. So it's like you could be feeling really confused because you have a lot of different feelings about a particular new beginning, whether or not to do the new beginning. And that's the thing. It's like, should I stay or should I go? The staying or the going, I mean, the going for sure would be a brand new cycle, right? A brand new beginning on a path. Excuse me, my goodness. Okay. And also staying could possibly be, I don't know what the context is, but it's like sometimes people can still find a new beginning in the place that they're at if they are able to do it differently. Okay, take it as it resonates. So the Eight of Wands, communication, travel, movement, anything like that is supporting you. So perhaps you are talking with other people about whether or not you should stay or go, because what is behind that is a brand new beginning. A brand new beginning, but you're juggling. You're juggling you're juggling two things. And these are two pentacles, so they're two of the same type of thing, like work and a side hustle, two people, whatever. And so juggling, I think that you're probably getting some communication. That's what's supporting you. You're talking this out with trusted people. But it almost feels like the more you talk about it, the more confused you become. And so it's almost as if like the confusion somehow, it's like how the confusion would land in a supportive energy. It's like the communication is supportive and almost feels encouraging and helps you feel like you can start anew and helps you feel as though you can take that leap or whatever it is, like take that risk. See, the Fool is this person, is the archetype. Like we're all the Fool, okay? Everybody is on the Fool's journey. But the Fool is at the very beginning. And this person is optimistic. They're a little bit naive, but they really trust, It's almost like blind trust. It's like when I look at this card, I think of that phrase, leap and the net will appear. It's just having trust in the divine process, in divine timing, in the universe to, whatever decision will be the right one. And I'm just going to go for it, And so, because a lot of times that's what holds people back from making decisions is like, oh no, what if I make a mistake? I don't want to make a mistake. It's like, okay, well, if you make a mistake, then it's just more information, and then you can just like take a detour, or like turn the car around or pull the car over, whatever. So either way, this supportive communication that you're getting can cause confusion, but can also be inspiring at the same time. Okay? Because you're just kind of like treading water in this spot of juggling. Okay, what to expect if you stay? The Four of Pentacles. So whatever it is, this is really hard to let go. This is very, very hard to let go. But it's like, what are the benefits of holding on? I mean, it looks like you get the Sun. There's some happiness. There's happiness there. Oops. I am so clumsy with the cards right now. This is my third reading today, so I apologize, Capricorns. My hands are kind of sore right here for some reason, and Probably because I'm doing this a lot. But I feel clumsy with the cards. So maybe you've been feeling a little clumsy in your juggling lately. The Lovers, Judgment, and the Three of Swords. Oh my goodness. Ooh. And then Ten of Swords at the bottom of the deck, but I typically don't take into account a lot of the bottom of the deck until the very end, because that's when I'm done laying out the cards. Okay, so the Four of Pentacles. What to expect if you stay, that you continue to hold on to this. And if you continue to hold on to this, and that's the judgment call that you make with regard to this relationship, because that's what this is about, okay? With regard to this relationship, then you don't have to, then you can avoid this heartbreak. This is also, judgment is also a resurrection energy, okay? What to expect if you stay is that you're holding on to this, which would mean that you could be resurrecting it if it was an old relationship, a past relationship, and this is the Lovers, two people or one person is having to make a decision in the context of a love relationship, but it's like either you can make this decision, well, I don't know, the heartbreak is here. So whatever decision oh, yes. Two of Pentacles is here twice. Okay, Two of Pentacles is here twice. So maybe you are juggling two people, because what to expect if you stay here with the Queen of Wands is that you can hold on to it fiercely because you don't want to let it go, making the Lovers decision, which used to be called the choice, making a judgment call, either just making a judgment call to be to pick one person, right? Because the old school name for the Lovers was the choice, and on that card it was one man with two different women, right? And so the context was someone having to choose between two lovers, okay, to pick one. So yeah, so it's hard to say whether or not you are, okay. So the Four, you can hold on to it, hold on tight. The Lovers, Judgment, and the Three of Swords. That makes me wonder if it's okay, I can expect to hold this close to the vest, hold this on lock, because it could also be the secret that you're keeping, that you have two lovers. Who knows? Or you're just I'm holding on to this Queen of Pentacles or King of Pentacles, and with that choice, I will have made my choice, right? And then one of these people will be heartbroken. Okay. What are the benefits of staying? What are the benefits of staying? Knight of Pentacles. God, that dog. I love dogs, don't get me wrong, but that dog has such a loud bark, and it echoes through this weird little mini canyon behind me. Okay, Knight of Pentacles, and it's very distracting. Why is the Knight of Pentacles here? What is the benefit of the Knight of Pentacles? as I was shuffling, I say maybe the benefit of the Knight of Pentacles is that you get to delay breaking someone's heart. Yay! Oh, okay. Okay, Knight of Pentacles is clarified by the Knight of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups. Okay. The benefit of staying is that you get to take your time and have a commitment to the long vision. And that's further clarified by doubling down on that energy. And the Page of Pentacles, it's like a messenger. It's like a small gesture, a small investment, but also could be like the page is like someone who is kind of like beginner energy, right? But, and make no mistake, like the pages have what it takes. You know, they've already been through the ace through 10, right? So the pages have what it takes. And so that's the thing. That's something I remember from my teacher, is that the Page of Pentacles has what it takes, and they actually need to believe in themselves a bit more to actually see that endeavor and that commitment through, to plant that seed. They have what it takes to start that new job, to do the thing, you know, to plant a seed for their long-term future. Like, they can do it. And so with this Knight of Cups here twice, or Knight of Pentacles here twice, I get the sense that the benefit of kind of treading water where you're at is that you might not have to grow yet. You know, like, I mean, and grow, I mean, and like you don't have to plant that seed yet. You could take all this time kind of treading water in this space, because then as long as you don't do anything or don't make any movements, then you won't be making a final decision, or you won't be committing yourself to planting one seed, right? Because here the page is holding one pentacle. Here there's two pentacles. Here, and this person reminds me of a page because they have this youthful kind of jaunty little way. Jaunty. And what's up with that funny hat? What is going on? Okay, and then they got the full-on like waves in the background, the peaks and the troughs, right? Look at the water, the ups and the downs of the emotions, the water, the waves, peaks and troughs. Oh, your emotions have been all over the place. And this is right next to the Seven of Cups. So yeah, no, the page is like one pentacle, doing the thing, starting off the beginning, in it for the long vision, la-di-da, double Knight of Pentacles as an energy, like benefiting you, right? And so, like the point that I was making was, this is finally choosing one, having one pentacle, planting one seed for the long term. No more two pentacles, right? Starting afresh. And so the other piece, when I look at this over here, it's like, okay, the what to expect if you stay is that maybe no one will get their heart broken, right? That's something, maybe you're preventing that from happening by staying, by holding this down on lock, by keeping it under wraps. The choice between two, as long as you keep it under wraps, then no one will have to get hurt. And the benefit is that you get to take as long as you want. And that's the thing. The Page of Pentacles, what are they planting a seed for? New love. 1 cup, 1 pentacle. But we have a Tower here. What happened? Oh no. Okay, what is blocking you from progress in this situation? There was a Tower moment. Eight of Wands, fast-moving communication, 10 of Pentacles, and the Knight of Wands. So the Tower is clarified by the 8 of Wands, the 10 of Pentacles, and the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands is very libidinal. Like, that's the archetype of our libidinal energy, which is like where our libido is, which is where we're putting our energy into. It doesn't have to, it's not all sexual. It's, this is where my drive is, you know, my driving force, my life force. Like, I am into this and I am going towards this. Okay. You know, it could be like, and not in this reading, but like it could be a new job. It could be like, you know, the birth of a new baby. Like, here's a really good example. After I had my first son, I went back to work after like 4 months or something like that. And I wasn't working a lot or anything, but it was just a little bit. And I had a consultant, right? Because I was practicing as a psychotherapist. And I would go and see my consultant, and we would, like, you know, analyze the sessions and blah, blah, blah. And I remember just being like, you know, and kind of talking to her about it. And she's like, your libido is with your baby. And I'm like, huh? She's like, your libido is with your baby. It's hard for you to focus on work and your patients and stuff like that because you want to be with your baby. And I'm like, you're right. Boo-hoo. You know, so that's libido, wherever our focus is, okay? So it doesn't always have to be like, I want to see it and I want to, you know, screw it or something. Okay, so the Tower. The Tower, there was communication with regard to some sort of long-term stability or plan, and the Knight of Wands, I don't know. It's hard for me to say. Like the Knight of, maybe. Okay, so let's just say, for the sake of this story as we see it right now, that there is a juggling between two people. Okay, the Knight of Wands is commonly seen as the player in the deck. Okay, he is a very libidinal figure. Some say he's here for a good time, not a long time. Okay. And so here he is, and then there's stability right in between, like the long-term commitment is in between, right? And then we have the Eight of Wands, so fast movement. We all know that, you know, wands are fast-moving energy, okay? Like, especially when you have the Ace of Wands, you could think of it as like striking a match. Like, there's the opportunity, and you gotta seize the opportunity very quickly, or else it'll be gone. You know, and so affairs are also crimes of opportunity, as they say. You know, hence the phallic wand there of the wand, whatever. Anyways, so I wonder if the Tower happened because you or someone you're connected to, but I'm going to go with you, communicated to your person, because the communication wands are coming in toward the Ten of Pentacles, which Ten of Pentacles is a long-term commitment, is like a stable partnership, right? And so maybe you communicated to your person that you wanted to go get somewhere else. I have no idea. I don't know. But something was communicated regarding the libidinal energy and the long-term commitment of this. And whatever was communicated brought a Tower moment, okay? Now, what to expect if you leave? The Queen of Wands. So if you leave, then you can expect the Queen of Wands, which the Queen of Wands is up here. So that tells me that maybe, you're staying with the Queen of Wands and leaving the other pentacle. I don't know. And that's just how this is all coming together. And it is definitely of that tone and tenor, because we have the Lovers and the Three of Swords, and we have the Two of Pentacles twice, and then the Judgment right next to the Lovers. Okay, Queen of Wands. What to expect if you leave? Queen of Wands. Temperance, Three of Wands, and the Seven of Swords. Okay. So Three of Wands, okay, so Three of Wands is in the middle of Temperance and the Seven of Swords. And so, but Temperance would be the strongest energy here, clarifying this part of the reading, because it's a major arcana. Now, Temperance is a process in which somebody goes through where in their life they have become changed on a very fundamental level, okay? With regard to their personhood, their character, like they've been reforged in fire. It can mean, balancing, even balance and tempered response and patience and all of that stuff, 1 foot in, 1 foot out, just kind of straddling the middle way, stuff like that. It can also mean that, but what it actually really means is that take a piece of steel, right? A piece of steel, and it's raw, and it's you're gonna, and you need to temper this piece of steel into a sword, into a blade, okay? You put it in the fire, you pull it out, you bang it out, la 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 la, and then you plunge it in again, and then you bang on it, forging it, all the things, okay, until finally you cool it off. I mean, this piece of steel has been put through hell, basically, almost quite literally, like being plunged into fire. But it's come out reshaped, reformed, with a brand new sharpened sense of purpose and strength. And so that is what Temperance is, okay? Along the Fool's journey in the major arcana. That's what that is. And so with this, if you were to leave, what you could expect is the Queen of Wands and an integration, still a sneaky energy. There's a sneaky energy here with the Seven of Swords, but that's on one side. So you got Temperance, Seven of Swords, and in the middle is Three of Wands, which is waiting for your ships to come in. But it's also a gateway. It's an integration. It's a transition point. The two become the three, right? And so it's like you're integrating more upon what you are going to do. Like the Two of Wands is like, oh, here, what action am I going to take? Am I going to do this or am I going to do that? You know, and then here the choice has been made. And so now this is like a leveling up and pursuing one of the things, right? And whether or not your pursuit is active, or if you feel like you have to sit and wait for those ships to come and deliver something to you or not. But essentially, it's like, it's a gateway. It's a gateway. And it comes before the Four, which is stability. So we see a progression here with the ace, with the wands. We got the ace, the 2, the 3. And this is what you're manifesting, okay? This is manifestation position. Right now, your current situation, you are manifesting. You got the 8 and the 2, and then under the leaving energy, you got the 3. But I'm not too sure what to say about the Queen of Wands role in this, because, you know, it's like what to expect if you leave. Oh, okay, so let's see. So let's just say that you are the Queen of Wands. You identify as the Queen of Wands. You would be, you know, despite this relationship bringing you a lot of joy with this King of Wands, it's very hard. Okay. And then as the reading goes on, and then what do you expect if you leave the Queen of Wands? Here she is leaving solo by herself, integrating the life lessons with the Temperance, becoming reformed, reforged, changed on a fundamental level. And then there's some sort of, oh, this is lying by omission. This is kind of, you know, withholding energy. Withholding energy. You know, maybe when you depart, you're not going to tell your King of Wands all the reasons why you're leaving, right? Maybe you'll cherry pick your reasons. You're not going to say, oh, well, I've actually been, you know, seeing somebody else at the same time, and I've decided to make a decision and to go off with that person, whatever. You could be only giving a couple of the answers or a couple of the reasons that are like the safer reasons to say why you would be leaving the King of Wands. That's a possibility. So taking all the benefits of staying, time to think about it, time to move towards it slowly. Tower moment, conversation about the stability of the relationship and the lack. Maybe it was about the lack of passion or the want for more passion. And then if you leave, expecting to do so in a semi-authentic way, and that's completely up. You don't ever have to overly justify. Like, you can give the safer reasons for why, I think, you know. I don't know, but that's still lying. It depends on what kind of relationship this was, to be fair, you know, and how much you actually respect that person and how much are they able to actually tolerate the full truth of why you would be departing. So, okay, so then with the Two of Pentacles in the finish, what are the benefits of leaving? More Two of Pentacles? more juggling? What are you going to juggle now? You're going to leave this, you're going to not juggle this person anymore, and then go and juggle the person that you chose with another person. Another brand new person. That's so funny. Are you playing? Because that would be some player energy, but I don't know the outcome here. Let's see the potential outcome. What are the benefits of leaving? Four of Wands. Boom. Progression. Two of Swords. Five of Wands. Okay. And then at the bottom of the deck, the Justice. I have no idea what you're doing. I have no idea what you're doing. Okay. Okay. What are the benefits of leaving? That you would get some stability. But then what does that mean? There's stability in the juggling as there is a stalemate energy as no one is talking, or maybe you are not talking about your inner conflict surrounding this. This is really interesting because I see a manifestation here in your current situation. And I wish I had my hair clip nearby because I feel like I want to put my hair up. Manifestation. 1, 2, 3, 4 of Wands, right? Like progression. And then there's stability at the end. But yet there's still the Two of Pentacles. So it's like, I don't think you left anybody. If this is a matter of two people, which it appears to me to be. That's what's coming through in the reading. There is something about this. It's like, why are you juggling this? Who is it that you're juggling? What are you juggling? And so in the finish, even though you have chosen and settled down with, or appear to have settled down with one person because you were able to take your time and then plant your seed after a lot of thought, and these are both Knight of Pentacles, right? So after a lot of thought and a lot of slow moving energy, deciding to plant the seed with the Page of Pentacles there, beginner energy, start anew, and then have that relationship, okay, in love. And then there's, with that stability that you have chosen, or no, this would be in the leaving. What are the benefits of leaving? Is that there would be stability, probably, I don't know, maybe somewhere else, I don't know, but there's still the Two of Pentacles there. And then there's the Two of Swords, which is like a denial, not talking about it, not looking at it. And then there's conflict, inner conflict with regard to what one wants to do, and or conflict with in one's own circle of people, like friends, families, co-workers. And then the Two and the Two. The Two of Swords. This is indecision. Same as the Two of Pentacles is in a way also indecision, because you're choosing to keep both going, right? And then with the Two of Swords, there's no decision is being made. And there's like a denial in a way. It's stalemate energy. This is so weird. And no judgment, no offense, but I'm just kind of flummoxed because I feel like I read the reading and then we went through to here, and then instead of like having some sort of sense of resolution in the what are the benefits of leaving, it's like you never left. You're still in this spot. It might look a little different to one of the people, but there's still the Two of Pentacles. I guess that would depend on whether or not you would be juggling two people, which I'm inclined to say that you are because of this grouping right here. I have no idea what you're doing or what you're up to be frank, Capricorn. But I have delivered the energy. And I've said this before with this reading, with this series of readings, because you're the last sign in this series of readings. Next time, my next series will be something else. But with the should I stay or should I go topic, I don't remember what my point was. I just think that this is one that it appears that despite all this process, that there's still turmoil. There's no resolution. There's no resolution entirely. It still feels unsettled. That's what it is. That's the word I was looking for. It ends. It's like despite the Four of Wands, there's still unsettled energies here. Two of Pentacles, Two of Swords, Five of Wands. What to do? Two things. That's really something. It's confusing. This was a confusing read. I think this was the most confusing part. This I could understand. It's like a story that makes sense. But once I got here, that's where I got confused. And I'm like, okay, I think I got this message right, like gleaning from this combination of cards. I read it the best I knew how, but I'm like, it then ends up in the finish still having unsettled energies. So perhaps you've been feeling very unsettled, and you still feel unsettled, and it won't matter what you choose. You might feel unsettled because maybe you have a propensity to juggle all kinds of things. Being all things to all people is a possibility, Well, take it all as it resonates. Don't make any part of this. Don't force it to fit. If there are some energies that you're like, oh yeah, that's kind of playing out here, that's playing out there, la-di-da, great. If it doesn't even apply or whatever, or if it's just kind of off the wall because I completely lost track of the freaking energy, then, check the other ones. Because this was my last one today, so it might have just totally sucked. I have no idea. Put down below in the comments whether or not this reading totally sucked. I love you guys. Okay, I don't know. It's confusing. Okay. I'm going to take that one. Heron, patience. Create a place in nature's stillness and be renewed. Take time alone to find balance. Good idea. Step confidently toward your purpose. Patience will bring you rewards. I think that you definitely feel that way, Capricorn, with like the double Knight of Pentacles energy. That's good. Okay. I like the Knight of Pentacles character, though. Very cool. Just really just so humble. There's something very humble about that archetype. But also maybe a little bit too dragging their feet. I don't know. But they're thinkers. Because they know that once they do something, they're going to really do it. And they don't want to go in anywhere half-assed. Initiating friendship. Today I will pay attention to my behaviors and actions as I form new friendships. I will notice whom I'm attracted to and why, and not worry about whether the other person likes me or accepts me. If I make a mistake, it's okay. I learn something valuable from every interaction with another person. That's good. Okay. White pine, wisdom. Like a loving parent, white pine holds you in her embrace so that you feel safe, grounded, and still, and able to find the space for quiet reflection. She helps you to tap into the ancient wisdom stored in your heart and to release your worries so that they can be absorbed by the earth. I'm going to put that over here next to this unsettled energy in the finish. I think that that's really, really good advice, Capricorn. I think that's really good advice because it looks like a lot of like unsettled energy and thoughts and la-di-da. Anyways, thank you so much for joining me. Please comment, share, like, and subscribe, all the YouTubey things, and I will see you next time. Okay, thank you, Capricorn. Okay, bye.